So you really got to be careful what you wish for. You saw how many abandoned shopping carts were in this parking lot driving through this Kroger as we were here to pick up some sandwiches that we're going to eat sandwiches for, I don't know if you can see Kroger. We're going to do sandwiches for, hey kid, we're going to do sandwiches for New Year's Eve. So we came by to Kroger to get some ice. We're going to get 3 bags of ice, put it in the Yeti cooler, and then we're running over to Jersey Mike's to get the sandwiches. But let me just turn this around real quick so you guys can see. These folks here are waiting to pick up their order. They pull up, they place the order online, they pull up, they wait in their car, and then eventually somebody will come out and deliver their order. Will it be accurate? Will it be what they asked for? Who knows? But ultimately, be careful what you wish for. This may not have been what everybody wanted, but ultimately we have to realize that, the pandemic has fast forwarded evolution of business to this point to where we are rapidly approaching a state of automation and advanced robotics and technology, which basically boils down to the elimination or the reduction of, I can't even get this thing right, the reduction of the workforce, which coincides with, hang on one second, coincides with the shopping. But check this out. Here she comes with the orders. So one Kroger employee coming to deliver these orders. Not, it looks like there's 3 vehicles waiting. Not 3 employees, just one. These people here are probably waiting for quite some time. But it just only took one to bring out the orders. Now, did she pull them all? Did she pick them? I'm not sure. But this actually plays into what we were discussing on the live stream earlier today with stores making changes to reduce their costs and also cut down on waste and expenses from loss and theft. Again, this ties in to the abandoned shopping carts because the workforce isn't around. Granted, the abandoned shopping carts is like, there's two culprits here. The first one is the lazy people who refuse to put them up. But then the second is the lack of the workforce and the employees and the human bodies in the parking lots to round them up and then bring them back inside. Potentially leaving future shoppers with the task of doing it themselves. So for the folks out there who are not thrilled about working for free with self-checkout, this may escalate to adding more to your to-do list, your job duties, and you're going to be returning carts too because they're just going to leave them in the parking lot. If you want one, you have to get one and bring it back. But this is a byproduct of what has occurred, and the future could very well look like this. It could look like placing online orders, pulling up in your vehicle, waiting in your car. There may be a handful of employees inside of an entire grocery store that pick every order and then they bring them out to you. There'll be no need for shopping carts. There'll be no need for a shopping cart return. There'll be no need for an employee to bring the carts back inside. And they will also reduce the likelihood of lost, wasted product, theft, and cut down on several other overhead operating expenses. And that'll pretty much be it. There won't really be too many other options because if Kroger does it, Publix will do it. If Publix does it, then Aldi will do it, then Lidl, and then, of course, Walmart and their Supercenter. And I don't know how many people actually go grocery shopping at Target, but they probably follow suit. And, we wanted ease and simplicity. We wanted, an advancement here. So she just finished with that one. Now she's moving on to the next one. And then they just have to wait. They just have to wait their turn. You know that they all three didn't pull up at the same time, but they all three had to wait until every order was pulled, because she's not gonna pull one, go back, pull one, come back. She'll just wait until there's enough in the queue and then come out and deliver them. But what is she doing? Where'd she go? She just left the hatch. Oh, she had a shopping cart. So, but yeah, I mean, this plays into exactly what we see happening. Granted, there are different causes for each. I don't think Kroger or grocery stores have quite the inventory and theft and shrink reduction problem that Walmart and Best Buy and Home Depot and places like that have. But they have their own problems. In addition to not only necessarily wanting to reduce the workforce, you have to think that the workforce out there, hang on one second. It didn't close.
I noticed.
So the workforce out there, cart return, what is that? Cart return is going to be an extremely low wage, extremely low minimum wage. And so check. This one pulls up in the middle. So they probably don't realize how long it's going to take for them to get theirs, because she's got to finish loading up that one, and then she's got to load up that one. Then she's going to go inside and pull the orders. And if anyone else shows up while she's pulling the orders, she'll probably pull those too before she comes back out to this Nissan Armada. But like, the wage for an employee to do cart return is going to be so low that they're not going to have an abundance of applicants just eagerly waiting to take on that job, to return these carts. I mean, shoot, she did not look very happy. She did not look very pleasant to do this job. And, but it's the job she's got to do. It probably pays a little bit more than cart return, but between companies and grocery stores and businesses moving towards this online ordering and we'll bring it to you, it's not even a convenience. The companies are saying, no, we're gonna put it out there like it is a convenience, but it's a way for us to cut back on employees and try to reduce and limit theft. But nobody's going to be rushing to, not in today's economy with the prices that we're seeing. Nobody's going to be rushing to take on a job to return carts. You probably couldn't even cover the gas needed. You couldn't even afford a vehicle at that, and if you had a vehicle, cover the gas, the cost of fuel to commute to work, to just return carts or whatever other job duties would be included in that. So they're not going to have like a huge list of applicants wanting to take on that job. What's up, kid? What you doing back there? More than likely, what they got is some other employees, probably at higher wages, that at one point were noticing some of their coworkers dropping off, leaving, quitting because obviously they weren't making enough money, or being laid off, let go, or fired. And then probably saying to themselves, well, if they're not going to work here anymore, who's going to do their job? And then management comes in and says, yeah, I know you work in produce. I know you work in the meat department. I know you work at customer service. I know you are a cashier, whatever your job title is. We're going to need you to go out and get the carts out the parking lot. Now, some may look at it and say, this is actually Jersey Mike's we had to get the sandwiches from. I think she got the Club Supreme. If anybody ever had Jersey Mike's, get it Mike's way. That's the only way to do it. Get it Mike's way. But some of these employees will probably say, that's not my job. That's not what I agreed to do. That's not my job title. They'll look down on it. And others will say, I'll do anything that is required to keep my job and keep my paycheck and keep my income. So I don't see any loss of income. Because, now is a difficult time. Now is not the time to potentially be putting yourself in jeopardy. Having employment is a luxury at this point, really. We'll see how the new year plays out and how companies and employers and businesses go about more layoffs or hiring freezes or terminations or whatever it may be. But at the same time, I think, it wouldn't be a bad idea. You can obviously do whatever you want. But it wouldn't be a bad idea to start developing your next move, your next step, your succession plan, your growth strategy. How are you going to increase your income, grow wealth, build wealth? How are you going to begin to invest? Because if you're only working and trading your time for money, then you're always going to have to work. And if you're trading your time for money, then you're probably going to want to be trading your time for a considerable amount of money to, stay above a reasonable cost of living. And then you're going to have to continuously work to increase that, because you know that inflation is going to continuously drive prices up. But if your income stays the same, then ultimately, eventually, you're going to work yourself backwards. So somebody asked me, or they made a statement of they want to start their own business. They want to start building out their own income stream on the side, so that they can have that additional income stream, work towards building their own business, work towards a passive income producing opportunity. They had ideas, they had hopes, they have dreams, but they said they don't know what to do first. And honestly, it's actually really easy. The first thing that you should do, if you're saying to yourself, you're in that same situation, hang on one second. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Got the sandwiches. They got them done early.
Yeah, they were working on yours when I went in, and I did not realize that. She said, "Is this all for the game tonight?" And I was like, "No, it's because it's New Year's Eve, and don't want my mother-in-law to have to cook since we're all going over there." And she goes, "Oh, we've been slammed because of the game tonight." And I'm like, "What game?"
Oh,
like,
Georgia, Ohio.
Yeah.
Ohio State.
Yeah, the Peach Bowl, I think. So.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So as I was saying, it's an easy way. If you're thinking to yourself, you're asking the same question, especially if you already have the idea and the plan of what you want to do. That's one of the toughest parts, is actually a lot of people say to themselves, they're like, I don't know what I want to do. I want to do something. I want to start my own business. I want to start building a business on the side and having that option and that ability, but I don't know what to do. So if you're in a situation where you already know, that's a plus. But there's one simple. You want me to get the cooler? You want me to get the cooler?
Yeah, when you're done.
All right. And I can get those too.
No, we got it. I'm just waiting on her to close the door.
All right. So the one simple, easy way to get started is literally basically just that. Just start. Start small. You don't have to go crazy. You don't have to go big. Actually, the person who asked or who made this statement, they said that they were interested in getting involved in bookkeeping. So bookkeeping could potentially, depending on how you set it up, could be a virtual online work from home, work from anywhere type of side hustle business that you could get going. So just start small, grab a client, learn with that client, hone your skills, improve your abilities, understand your strengths and your weaknesses, iron out some kinks that you'll identify. Once you have that under control, grab another client, build a referral system, generate some feedback, some reviews, start advertising, marketing. You'll start small. Just start. You don't have to think to yourself, oh, I want to quit my job. I want to start a business and quit my job, so I need to have that already in place. No, keep your job, keep working, start your business on the side, start small, but start. Because if you never just start, odds are it'll never happen. You'll never get there. So you pick up a client, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you're generating this income on the side. Now, granted, you're probably going to be working a little extra. You're going to be working a little bit more. You're going to be working extra hours outside of your regular job. But you got to think, you're building a huge future for yourself that you can control. And in an industry, the service-based industry, service-based means no overhead, no inventory. A service-based industry, that means no limitations on supply chain issues. This is an online-based business, basically. Then you can build this up on the side. You'll have to, you'll put in the work. But then once you get this optimized and you get it rolling, more than likely you figure out a way to get it automated. Then you'll have it built up and you'll say, okay, now this is exceeding my full-time job income. I can keep my job, which more than likely at that point it'll improve your, how pleased you are at work, because you know that it doesn't control you. You know that you're there because you want to be there, and obviously they're compensating you for your time and the money that you make that company, but they don't own you. They don't control you, because you could walk at any moment. You know you have that. There's a certain level of money where you get to a certain point. You guys may know the phrase, the term, and that's where you want to be. You want to get there so that these employers know that they'll never have that control and that power over you. Now, up to you if you want to let them know what you got on the side, or you tell them, they'll treat you differently. If you don't tell them, then obviously they're going to treat you different one way or the other. That's up to you to decide. But you'll say, I could either leave this job and go do my own thing that I've worked to build up to this point that's fully functional and scalable, or you can keep working that job and multiply your income and start building that wealth, so that you're not equally trading your time for dollars, and you have the ability to earn more money. You have a scalable business where you can continuously earn more money. You can use that money to further invest in your business, in yourself, in your employees, in stocks and crypto and real estate, whatever investments, gold, silver, precious metals, whatever you want to do. And then it would be up to you to decide what you want to do at that point. But the simple fact of the matter is our economy, there's an evolution. Prices are going up. Inflation is going to be here for the foreseeable future. Everything's going to continuously cost more, and the challenges will probably continuously grow. But if we continuously grow equal to and or greater to the challenges that we are soon to face, then life should be that much easier. It's as simple as the basic concept and principle of shopping carts being scattered about a Kroger parking lot. And the reason behind that, the direction and path that we're going, and understanding and realizing that in order for anybody to actually see any sort of actionable change in achieving and accomplishing the goals the dreams that they have for themselves, then they literally have to take one simple step. And that's just start. Start small, make it happen, okay? That's my motivation for you guys. If you want to start, just start. And if you want to chat, converse, discuss, whatever, contact info's in the description. You know how to reach me. You guys take care. Be safe. See ya. Bye.